Thank you for joining. I appreciate it a lot.
Of course.
And you just came from a shoot?
Yeah, so my friend, he owns a clothing brand in Toronto. It's Twin.
Okay.
That's actually his last name too, but we were shooting for that. And this is his merch, basically. This is the jacket.
It's like, yeah, show me, please.
Yeah. Designs is amazing.
So simple, but and also
Yeah.
oversized focus, right?
Very oversized, it's very
Yeah.
form focused. And if you see like the texture is very like
Right.
soft too.
I do really enjoy when they make actually these
Like very
types.
like
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
And like the wash like texture.
yeah. No, they look
I
sick
like that.
actually.
Yeah.
The only thing I feel like is like the rarity of using a hoodie here in Vietnam for me is
It's too hot.
yeah,
But it makes sense for his brand because it's in Toronto. Because
yeah.
we're like -30 right now.
But you also came from Toronto, or did you come from?
So originally I'm from Vietnam. I was born and raised here.
Hmm.
Till I was like 16 years old, I moved to Toronto by myself as
Okay.
an international student, and that was like 2019.
Yeah.
And I just came back to Vietnam like super recently, like
Yeah.
beginning of this year.
Okay. Your English is very well though, like really good. Like yeah, like most people I speak to that have moved out in like a later age rather than moving when they're like 1 or 2. Like usually still have the Vietnamese dialect quite heavy in them.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I would not object that I have an accent. I totally have an accent, but it's like very different too. I got the privilege to access English at a very early age,
Yeah.
and growing up, I don't watch really like any type of Viet show. I watch like Disney Channel.
Yeah.
So I grow up with Good Luck Charlie, Wizard, Jack and Cody, all those type,
Okay. Yeah.
and Cartoon Network too, back in the day.
Hmm.
So I grew up like decently very like in a westernized approach.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also like I did back in middle school and like high school ish, middle school actually, when I was still like in public school in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I did a lot of like I was in specialized groups to do
Okay.
competition for school for English and history and literature.
I've never heard of competition of. Oh yeah, of course. No, I've heard of it,
Yeah,
but
it's like
not in that setting. Okay.
definitely like very different from where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah.
So how's the educational system there?
It's similar, but like, I mean, you have. I think our college would be gymnasium, and it's like you have ground school from the ages of 5 to 15, and then you pick a more specificized school, which would even like you can be more broad and have a base for going into a doctorate or going into being a nurse or doing something else like that, or you can have an approach, which I actually had, which more towards an actual direct job rather than more studies.
So more practical.
Yeah, practical. Yeah, yeah. So
Practical
I have very
skills.
like a practical focus. Like I'm a mechanic by trade.
Mm.
Yeah. Never worked as I never wanted to work. I just was interested. Okay, I was interested in like car design, but design schools were so boring, and I was like, I don't want to design anything else. I was like, kind of wanted to
You
design
just want
cars.
to do like cars.
Yeah. So it's like, it's better for me to learn everything about cars rather than just learning how to design.
Are you still like in your doing what you study, or you moved out of it?
Yeah, never did anything more with that. I'm still have the creative part of designing, like in me, but not directly the cars. I do still appreciate cars, like, but not as much, not as much. And like, well, okay, college. What ages is that in?
I think college is right after high school, so I would say 19
19?
to 22.
Maybe in gymnasium is high school. High school, what age is that?
High
15,
school for me is grade 10 to 12.
10 to 12, and your age like 17, 18, 19 then?
No. That would be 15, 16, 17, or 16 to 18 ish.
Okay, but
Around that
that's
age.
kind of like gymnasium.
Yeah, gymnasium.
Yeah, it's our version of it.
Mhm.
Um,
Gymnasium. Interesting. I never heard of that concept. Like gymnasium. I never heard of that.
okay, okay. I don't know if it's common or not.
I think it's very different. Because even like let's say Canadian school, we do our high school start from grade 9 to grade 12, and then after that like you can like choose whatever you want to do with life. Like it's all up to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a difference between college and university there?
Yes, but I don't really know the difference because I've done those steps myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind I hop jobs instead. And like I said, I
Smart.
didn't want to I had okay, high school. Do you pick high school when you?
Like pick the school?
Yeah, yeah. So the first school is kind of like where you grew up to the closest school, like ground
Yeah.
school, and then the high school is that something you pick?
Okay,
Like you,
so that will be something like that will be middle school for us is proximity
yeah.
that you can pick. But in terms of high school is after like let's say middle school, you
Mhm.
have to do like a universal exam, and then you get to choose like there's a top three of school that you can choose, and the result of that exam will kind of reflects back to what school can you get into.
Okay, we're kind of similar, but we don't have a one test that determines that. We have like it's all of your school.
Yeah,
That
Vietnamese people love doing tests. I hate that.
yeah.
It's just exam, quiz, and test like every
Yeah.
single week.
I think in schools they vary a lot. I think I know some school have like very few tests, and like my school, like the eighth grade when you were, yeah, we're 14. They said like we're gonna go balls out basically, and yeah,
Come on,
awesome.
listen.
That looks
Come
good.
on.
Thank you.
For
Yeah.
us,
Yo.
cheers. Yo. Definitely like it's the very different way of how you value educations in different like countries to countries.
Yeah.
That's why I like Canadian educational system a little so much more because it's again it's culture wise. Canada in general is very individualistic
Hmm.
compared to Vietnam or just like Asia in general is very collective culture
Yeah.
in a sense that everyone like like the governments. Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled for this. The government is kind of shape you into become a sheep,
Yeah.
and
No, I see that.
neither. I'm not saying like it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm saying it's like it's very
No, but I agree. I know.
equity equality. It's not equality. No, what's
But
the other word?
you mean inequality?
No, it's not even inequality. Like everyone have to like get treated the same. Because let's say that's probably equality. No, so basically, let's say back in high school, like middle school, high school, whatever,
Yeah.
you have to study 12 subjects, every single one of you, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like study 12 subs, like that's mandatory, and like you can be more specialized in like a certain like thing. Back in
Hmm.
like depends on the school. Like public school, you can be a little bit more like specialized. For me, I was more like specialized in English school,
Yeah.
English classes. So we have more
Makes
English
sense. Makes
classes.
sense.
But
Yeah.
overall, those 12 subjects we always have to study compared to when I did high school in Canada. Like I can choose whatever. And it's such like a blessing in disguise because it leads me into learning like leadership.
Yeah.
One of the first few class I learned was junior leadership, and I go into like senior leadership, and
Yeah.
it completely changed my life. And that's like that should be a skill that you need to learn in high school, like actually skill that makes you become a great citizen, not just like learning like I don't know like physics. I would never find any useful with physics.
Right.
You
I,
know what I'm saying?
I still believe that a lot of I don't think school is really about um, learning about the subject in itself. I think school is more about the work mindset of learning more things.
For sure.
So like I know a lot of roles like you have to be an engineer, but I know for a fact that there's no need for anything they learned for the engineer part, but they do need the mindset
I agree.
and their they learn and adapt things faster because they've done this harder, more difficult education.
Yeah, but I feel
Yeah.
like that could be in like a different approach. So let's say like
Yes.
even like now like when I teach people, I always trying to make sure like I always see the best is their strength and their weakness
Yeah.
and trying to like utilize that. Let's say like one of my previous student like let's say he like his let's say when I teach DJ, he is better in terms of like analyzing like the music. He's really good at like catching up like the
Yeah.
phrasing and stuff compared to another student like she's really good at practical like skill like she learned like really fast with that
Yeah.
and you need to like be optimizing like
Yeah. We
your
have the
strength and
producer and we have
weakness.
the player. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of just do everything teaching everyone the same,
Yeah.
like you need to like kind of like a little bit tailor to what do you really want and what do you really need.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
But did you go like more music or artists school? Because you're DJ
No, not
now,
at
or
all.
no, nothing.
My background back in university is global studies, so international development. I spent four-ish years learning just about like war, conflicts, cultures, a lot of essays,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of
No.
theories, a
That.
lot of essays. I don't miss those time. But my minor is in social entrepreneurship and leadership.
Okay.
Music is something I just found out I have a talent after I pick up DJ.
Okay. So like, for how long have you been? The music part. You found it recently. How did it start? Like.
It started with definitely I say back in 2022. It's right after COVID's finished. Everyone was like going out again,
Mm-hmm.
and by like being trapped at home like for the past like 2 years because of COVID, makes me like feel like so introvert. And my solution like, okay, like I feel so introvert. Like how can I fix that problem? I have to go out. I have to make friends. I literally had no friends.
Yeah.
Like came into Canada, I already have like barely any friends, and then like COVID just like stopped me from actually like, having human connections. I need to like
Yeah.
fix that. And I know like I just need to really improve like my speaking skill, like my like just communication skill in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to like really going out to like clubbing, just trying to like make friends with everyone.
So you went out. You went out solo, or you had a buddy you can like attach stuff to?
Before it's just like one person, but then like I'm really good at making friends with people and like connecting them and like keep becoming friend and like just expanding it. So it's just one person, and then the next like month is like 100 person. Just keep expanding.
Yeah.
And after that, I became a promoter for like nightlife, like events in general. Just
Mm-hmm.
like bring people.
Being social, being the extrovert, being the
Exactly. But
communicator.
I'm hella introvert. And afterwards, I also realized like I was really in love with raving, like EDM back in the day.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I was like, if I really love something, like why don't I try to like make some like money out of it?
Yeah.
And since I already like a promoter, I basically have the ability to like host event.
Yeah. And so like, but marketing is kind of your a thing you learn accidental.
Probably like through
Yeah.
like life experience.
Yeah.
I definitely not learned it at school at all.
No, no, no. But being an
Yeah.
ambassador is basically you're a marketer on
Yeah,
a
it's
like
like it's
lower.
just like a natural skill
Yeah.
that like you slowly obtain with life in general.
Mm-hmm. So, but the music, do you? And what level do you make it? Because you can be a DJ who put good songs together, or you can be a DJ that produces music.
I produce my own music too.
Okay.
Um, I just have my first original music out beginning of this year.
Mm.
Getting one out with a label in March or like April. That one's gonna publish later, and making one another song right now.
Okay, but you're
So
already connected with a label also.
yes, some of
Yeah.
it. And like Toronto, like I definitely say I'm decently well connected in Toronto.
Okay, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fun. So up and coming, and then okay, of those songs, okay, there's songs that you usually create that no one's like, yeah, this is like a very, this is a song that more likely becomes a viral thing and more likely is more liked. But which of those songs do you like the most? Even though it won't go viral, or won't go not viral, I wouldn't say viral, but more liked.
Mm. Honestly, I would always stick to the song that is more me.
Yeah.
Like as even though like let's say I don't care if it's like it gives me like less follower. Sorry, I thought it was my parents' car.
No,
Um,
you're good.
so it's like I don't care if it like it does like it get less reach, but it's like if something is that I'm passionate about, then I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm more like an input person than output. As long as I'm satisfied with what I put in and what I did, I don't care how like the result. If it's good result, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But if it's like I know things needs to have like things built,
Yeah.
and like result is just like byproducts of just you being yourself.
Yeah, and accepting the part where everything can't be perfect, it was actually starts to make you to. I'm curious what he's saying. He sounds angry. The
It's
mics
just
are
Vietnamese people.
yeah, the mics are quite good though, so they usually tune out
Yeah,
everything. It
no,
was
I love
very
DJI.
very noisy here, so but to the producing part, I also saw on Instagram that you're setting a goal in mind and you're making a couple of videos and you're trying a few trends of trying to put up more videos continuously.
Mhm.
Like instead of doing one every month, you're doing like 7 days in a row or one every Sunday or a little bit.
No, so like right now, ideally, I do need to put out at least 4 reels a week
Yeah,
plus carousel, because I'm trying to like yeah, like I still like really try to grow like my uh personal brand.
yeah,
I have a really strong personal brand with music, like it's very recognizable. But ideally, like I do want to be no more than just like a DJ or like producer. Like I want to be no more for like my personal brand,
yeah,
but the other page is too DJ like too music focused
yeah,
to create like artist focus that I don't want to dilute it. So that's why I create like another page. That
yeah,
like this page would be more about a little more like self development stuff like mindset, discipline, identity work, all
yeah.
those type. So it's like there's two pages with different like, two very different like purposes.
Yeah, and I remember one statement from those where you wanted to basically retire your parents,
Yeah.
and that's a very noble and I think a goal everyone has.
Hmm.
But do you have a long goal in mind, or is it this just trying to put out now and just testing the waters, or do you have an actual plan ahead?
I actually have a like a natural plan. If you saw like the like a thing like a document I sent to like my manager,
Yeah.
it's like a 10 years plan, like breakdown with like 3 phases.
Hmm.
I never really show anyone, but
What are those
every,
three phases?
um, builder, expand, and expand. Builder,
Mm.
expand, and refine.
Okay.
So it's just like different level of rich. I'm kidding. But I have a lot of projects that I want to do, like I am going to do. But it also it goes with like different phases of time and energy and resources.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like also like the part of it's easy to make money when you have money,
for sure.
and it's difficult to get that first million or get that second million. Once you have that, it's kind of starts steamrolling.
Hmm.
As well as I think also when you're making content, you're testing the waters.
Yeah.
Um, but I found it very difficult with the quality part, where okay, every video, all the videos I put out, I tried doing 3 months of posting every day, and I it was relatively easy because I planned it ahead. So like I was traveling for basically 6 7 months without posting anything,
Hmm.
and I was just making videos every time I stopped. So I don't like having my phone all the time on me or like making videos and taking videos of everything. So would just record and then just put my phone away and just leave it there. And then 2 months later, I slowed down in Bangkok, and then I only think I did for 2 months. I was just editing photos. Same where I came in Vietnam. All my photography, all the photos I've taken along my trip, edited all the 800 photos, and then make collages with that. It took a lot of time, but it's all stuff I like, so I enjoyed it. And then once I had basically 2.5 months of content, I just started posting, and now I still post every day, but the last month, because I don't have the quality videos, no longer edited beforehand. I don't want to put out just shit. So I put out stuff that I enjoy myself, but they're more simple. But I'd say every video I put more effort into. Like I like this one. That's the lowest views.
They're the one with lower views.
Yeah. All my simple, like, okay, let's just try to like make this a more viral one. And I post like three try reels, and I see like, okay, this intro was good, but that bad exit. Let's remake that one. Okay, that was better. Let's try different text. Oh, perfect. Now it has more views, and then I just post that one. And I did have done that a couple of times, and like half of the times I succeed on making one video that not viral, but a bit more views. And it's kind of a bit boring. I found some of them fun. The ones I did enjoy, but I found it very few times you find a trend or something that's fun that you like. I would actually like to do this. Um, and how do you go about when you? Because I still like see that you're making decent hooks, but they feel. I get a feeling of there should be more views on your the Instagram you post.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's usually like 2K, 3K, 4K, 1K. Um, do you do trial reels as well,
I
or
do try reels sometimes.
yeah, on the same version?
No, different version.
Okay.
For try reels, I do very like top of the funnel,
Yeah.
like low intensity. Always very just like screen, like text on screen. Yeah, a lot of them like that. But for like, I usually just post like more valuable content that I
Yeah.
perceive as like valuable enough to like post it
Yeah.
on my actual page.
Okay. And look, what is uh, what is value for you? Like, is it inspiration or is
Either
it?
people feel inspired, people feel the need to take action, people need feel like they learn something
Mm-hmm.
that is just not wasting their time. I would perceive as that value.
Okay. So what's a good step for them to take then to step out of the box?
In what way? Like in terms of like,
So you're trying to inspire them money wise or
no, it's just
experience
like
wise or
my ethos always just like you can literally create your dream life. Whatever you want to do, you can just do it. But
yeah
it's just like there's so many levels, layers of limiting belief, and like a lot of people love to stay in their like victim mindset of it's like, oh no, like I want to do this, but I'm so scared. Like I don't think like I will succeed in this, or like, but like I don't have time for this. Like they're all like excuses,
yes
and it's just like because I like me succeeding with like the DJ career is already like a living proof of it's like I came from like zero. I came from like literally nothing, like no background with music.
yeah
I don't even know that I'm good at music. I have no friends. I have like no like social connections. I built everything by myself,
hmm
and to the point where I'm like where I'm at right now, it's like it's just like a proof that like you can do it too.
yeah no definitely and but I kind of I feel this thing where okay a lot of people are scared to take the steps and they don't even know that they're scared
A lot of people are too afraid of really admit to themselves a lot of stuff. Everyone is scared in either way. Like I have my own fear too, but definitely my fear could be different from their fear.
yeah
I fear of being average. That's like one of my biggest fear.
yeah
And but for a lot of people, like they fear failure.
mm,
So there's so many layers of fears. Again, it goes back with like limiting belief of can I even do it? Of course you
yeah
can, but like do you believe yourself enough that you can do it? It's like two very different things.
and like I would say the same I don't like why I do a lot of things and why I try like say in this podcast
Mhm.
I fear more the me not trying than me failing.
Exactly.
Like
Like
what if
the what
or
if is the non-existent what if is scarier than like, okay, at least I know.
Yeah. But I also kind of think that most people don't think like that, and it's also it's I accept people being average, and it's I think sometimes it's almost like gain some inspiration from it.
Hmm.
Of
And
but
like, truthfully, when I say like I don't mind, I don't care. Like I'm totally respect if like people just want to live like a normal life,
mhm.
as long as they're like content about it. But my biggest issue would definitely be like people who complains about their life but do nothing about
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think you have the right to complain if you're not going to do anything about it.
it. Yeah, everything has a solution if you really think about it.
Yeah,
And like the work, like in order for you, like you're like at point A right now, right?
yeah,
And your desired dream like life, whatever you want to be, like dream body, dream wife, dream husband, dream car, dream house, is point B. And there's a gap between from you now and then to you where you want to be, right?
yeah.
And that gap is just layers and layers of problems,
Hmm.
and it's just like a puzzle that you need to like untangle one by one in order to like go to the next step and go to the next step and go to the next step to where you want to like to point B eventually.
Hmm.
And it's just, it is not easy, but it's simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think especially I think us we come from privilege where I'm privileged to be here, and you got the chance to go to Canada, and like we have this. So I would compare with my little sister. Her biggest problem she has is this being doubtful or not scared of taking the risk. She's good at so many things, but scared to take the step sometimes. And a lot of people in the same age, like 25, 24, we have so many. It's like too many options. The opportunity. It's it's like when our parents say like we have it easy. I don't agree. I'd say life for people that are younger now is harder, but it's in a different way.
It's a very different way.
So we have more opportunities, but it's way, way harder to stick out.
Exactly. So there's why it's like decision paralysis. And once again, like when it comes back to the topic of fear, like scared, right?
Yeah.
People are too scared to really know themselves or just look within themselves to really find out what they want or like to admit this is what they want.
Yeah.
And that's why they're just like living like life on like autopilot.
Yeah.
And exactly in the sense of like again, there's always a solution to everything. Of course that there are so many options in the world. You can you can see it as like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, or you can see it like I can literally do anything, whatever, however I want.
Mm-hmm.
But it also leads back to what do you really want?
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people can answer that. That's the thing.
In the
And
goal of your DJing, is it for you to have a purpose and creating something, or you say creative dance, or is it a goal of what is the strongest draw for you? Is it money, or is it purpose, or is it
purpose. I
purpose?
feel like I'm a person who takes action very purpose based. Money is always like a byproduct of like whatever. Like that's one thing I learned. Like money is just always a byproduct. It
Mm-hmm.
always comes to you as long as you are valuable enough. And you need to like in the like in the journey of life, you need to constantly improve yourself to become more valuable every day. That's how
Yes.
you're gonna get money. Like just keep improving yourself, learn all type of skills that can generate you money.
Yeah.
But in a sense of DJ, it's more about the purpose of control like control the energy of the room in a positive way. Like I have like DJ, like for me is like I have the privilege to make you have a good night. That's
Yeah.
such a strong responsible to have, and like it's such a privilege for me to be able to do so. And as well, like my purpose is to curating culture. That's
Mm.
like definitely one of like my biggest purpose for DJ and what keeps me going for DJ, but also it could be bigger than just DJ.
All right. In your DJ, have had a couple of sets. Do you have a favorite one you can remember?
Definitely is my favorite set ever is when I was hosting. I was like creating the event. I was like playing like headline. It's the face to face. So two DJ facing each other.
Is it like a DJ battle or what?
It's so like DJ like they're standing next to each other. That's like a back to back, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing but just flip it. So it's harder to communicate and it requires so much more technical skills and like literally just communication with each other because each DJ has super different DJ skill. Like that's something like like everyone understand. Like I have my own like style of DJing that I've been like playing from beginning
Mhm.
to now,
Mhm.
but like a lot of like both my other friends, we all have very different style of DJing.
Yeah.
And in order to combine that together and like not something that we can physically like reach out is super hard. But it's like super challenging and like that's definitely one of the best set I ever have and ever create. And I've been trying to bring that culture to everywhere else right now.
Mhm. It sounds like a fun challenge for DJs, especially if you're up and coming,
Hmm.
because you learn a lot from that. It puts a bit more pressure on you. The random
For
inside.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any like DJs you look up to?
DJs I look up to, I'm not saying like I don't do like a dig enough to their personality or their story enough to like be inspired by them. But in a music sense, I really love Seven Lions, Kirby, and Jason Ross.
Party and
Jason Ross, Seven
Jason Ross.
Lions,
Yeah.
and Kirby. So those are three my like favorite three artists ever in EDM scene.
Okay. So you have a couple of songs that are specifically inspired by them, or
Um, Low key. So I opened for Kirby before.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's like oh, that does feel like a dream come true. Of I know him before he's like that famous as well. He was actually like an upcoming like me, and I was like his music is just like it just hit. It just feel like me.
Yeah.
I like music, but I just hear it and it's like yeah, that's me. There's like not much to really analyze of like that, but it's like when the music just connects with you,
Mm-hmm.
you know it's like a part of you.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
that's like a lot of like Kirby song that hits the same for me in
Mhm.
terms of like energy wise. But yeah, it's like the way that their music sounds. It's just very like affects me a lot.
Okay, that's amazing. I mean, I can't connect at all to them because I don't know. I never heard their music at all.
What about you?
Um, I'm I'm definitely more towards instrumental, and like if I say DJ wise, I would say more I like producers. Like DJs in yourself, I don't see as I see it as very simple. But there are DJs and there are producers, and they are
But they're the producers DJ out to their music.
yeah
It
usually
should be a whole ecosystem.
yeah, the good ones are a whole ecosystem.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I also know the world where I know a few really amazing producers and they have amazing sets, but in comes this guy that's after them and he does nothing. And of course, everyone hypes up because I only have popular songs on, but he has basically, I can do that with my phone now without zero knowledge
Yeah.
and it will sound good. But
There's a lot of controversial about that, but yeah, like there's always like people like in the comments, like a big DJs, they always say like, oh, you just press button, but it's like I press button for you to have a good like time.
yeah, I think it's very different. Like I can't go to a festival and listen to DJs at all because I don't because I'm not a party guy. I don't go clubs. I don't do that. So music doesn't really get me going in that way
Hmm.
unless it's live performed with guitars, drums, and everything. But I'm also I still just listen. I don't really dance.
Yeah, yeah,
But I do remember. So the last time, and pretty much, I would say the last time and the only time I'll go to a DJ's event was the Avicii tribute one in Sweden. It was my 18th birthday also, so it was awesome that. Uh, a lot of tears also.
yeah.
It was very, it was
I
really
would cry
powerful.
too.
But also it was very different because it wasn't so. Before the actual started, the real show started at like 10-ish. Before that, they had 30-minute segments or 20 or 50-minute segments of DJs coming up, and then it was David Guetta, Hugo, like big dogs. It was cool to see them, but like I just stood there, and be like, yeah, it was cool to hear their song and see them live, but I don't, no, I don't need this. But then they played the song that Avicii made, and they're very instrumental though. But instead of having it as a DJ, they brought up a smaller orchestra and basically played everything live. And the song was also there live. So then I like the mix when I've seen a few times this where DJs are still DJing, but they're adding like one instrument or something to the show
Mm,
that makes it. I mean, I just feel the impact more,
of
and
course.
I feel the. Oh, hello. I feel I feel I feel the heart more of the music, um, or I would say even especially if I see the DJ. There's a difference between DJs just like dancing behind, vibing to music, but then you can see ones that are like when you close your eyes. We say you're in the club and you're a bit hammered and you just everything hits right. The music is nice, and you just close your eyes and you're just vibing in your own little zone.
Mhm.
You see when DJs go through
It's a
that
sense of like euphoric feeling.
exactly, and when you see someone go through that, and especially when they're them playing or mixing, or they just feel like they got the flow going, then then I can really like understand the music way more. But it might be difficult for DJs because they all usually half far up, and they're very difficult to see, very far away. What would be like? Do you think a person like me could do something to appreciate the DJs more? Like, let's say I hate DJs. They make nothing. They just push buttons.
Mhm.
But would you inspire me to love them more? It's very difficult,
That's
and a little bit out of pocket, but
that's a really interesting question because it goes back to perspective.
yeah,
It's like though if you see the value of DJ or not, because it's like if let's say like oh I hate dating, then
yeah,
there's no way that you can like shift me of like, but like if you really think about it, like dating is cool, but like no, I'm such a dating hater. I have like bad experience. I think like dating is for like blah blah blah.
yeah.
Like it's like such a very different perspective, but in a sense, I guess I should think about this.
I mean, what I think I can compare it to. So I played a lot of like games when I was. I don't play a lot now, but before I started, all my hobbies now are moving like pickleball. I started here in Vietnam, obviously, but before that was a lot of gaming, and I played a lot of CS:GO and some. I played a lot of games, but CS:GO is also the one I watched the most, and you also always have the parents being like, "Why do you watch someone else play a game?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, why do you watch someone play football?
Mm.
You're doing they're doing something different, yeah, but you're doing nothing else. Like you're still just sitting." And to be fair, I watched them a lot to get better and really improve, and also betted a lot of skins and money on those games. Yeah, yeah, that also.
Real.
I was good though. I won money. I got from like $100 to $2,000 when I was like 15, so it's fun.
No, I grew up playing League too.
Uh,
My
so,
God, good time.
but it's the same thing. Like how to make them kind of understand my point of view is to say like, yeah, but you're not doing any difference. I do see the point where some games like you need. Same for pickleball. It's very easy to become a pro in pickleball because the sport is not as it's very big in Vietnam, but it's not as big as golf. Become a pro in golf demands a lot more because the 1% is a lot more people than there is in pickleball.
Because I guess it's like it has to come to like you just gotta like try. If you don't try, you don't know if like you're like hitting it or not, or you see
Hmm.
like the value of it or not. Because even like let's say like oh like you like really think like you love pickleball, like you like it,
Yeah,
but then I was like I don't see any value playing pickleball. Like why would I like pickleball?
yeah,
Because I don't haven't done that. But if the moment I try pickleball, I'm like okay, I see why people like it because like you experience it.
yeah.
A lot of people like they just either have a bad experience or they just like never truly open their mind or to experience anything at all.
Mm, yeah, yeah, definitely. Now, okay, pickleball. Like, I'm gonna quit pickleball once I move. Like, I have too many hobbies to do. Like, it's too much to do. So, for my main things with pickleball is it's easy and that makes it fun because you can actually play. And I just want to be more. I want my agility, my movement in my body to become better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I also started running.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I hate running,
I
but I
hate
just want to
running
build.
too.
I want to build up my shins a little bit more. I want a bit more bounce in this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be 40 and say that I haven't run full sprint in 10 years. No, or like I can't do it. No, I always want to be able to do like 100% effort or something. But okay, as a up and coming DJ, you're very social, which is good, and then you're also good at getting those, not only just saying hi, but getting the connection and then keeping the relationship going to a possibility outcome in the future. If you're also introverted, so like how what's the steps you would tell someone else who's an up and coming DJ, introverted, shy, doesn't if he's very scared of everything, what would that person's first step be to become the more outgoing person, introvert that you are?
Just literally like force yourself.
Force yourself.
Like take actions. Like everything is just go back to like taking actions.
What's an easy thing that's an action?
Just go out and talk to people.
Talk to people.
Like what's the worst thing could happen?
Yeah, they don't
Is
like you. That's the worst thing.
that's the worst thing and what else? Like there's like 9 billions of people like human in this earth. What if there's one person don't like you and then you have like 8 billion and 99999 other people to try it out. It was
Yeah.
like yeah, like it goes back to okay, like you go to like you're dating, you have like a bad experience with like your ex, but
Hmm.
then it's like what if the next person could be like the one?
Hmm.
You gotta keep trying until like you figure it out.
Yeah.
And like but like the first step is just literally just do it.
Take the step and talk.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like,
have
oh my god, like I want to find like a husband, and then I just do nothing and trying to find a husband. And like, do you really want it or not?
yeah. Do you have a good conversation starter? Like when you're this DJ, like you said, you went into clubs but you weren't a DJ then. You were just getting to be more social and wanted to gain a social
Yeah.
experience in that way. But do you have to get like good conversation starters or good so I know traveling more in the way of is it Lanny? It's like if you want to make friends, and we say you're if you have money, it's super easy because you just go around and buy people beers, and then you have a bunch of friends.
Nah.
Yeah, and just smile. But if you have no
Nah.
money, it's also super easy. You just smile at people and wave, and they will be friendly back. Especially if you're in Vietnam, because Vietnamese people are super kind. But if you also give kindness of like they don't know me. I can't really step in and help carry things. Like if I see it, I help. But giving gifts is a lot better than giving money because money just have always a stigma around it. So like say I live in this neighborhood here, and say most of the kumtam places, the pho places, the smoothie shops, the coffee shops, they know me because I'm very social, so I talk to them and say hi, how are you, and I don't ignore, and I build this relationship up and coming. But if I'm on the go, I'll still, well, when I travel throughout the country and I take a bus, I usually buy pastries for me, but I always buy another bag of pastries, and that's for the bus driver and the guy
Yeah.
who
Acts
helps.
of kindness.
and suddenly they're my friend, and they'll take care of me more because they know I like you. And that's the same thing everywhere. All the gyms I go to is always like, yeah, hi, I bought some pastries for you guys. You guys are nice,
Mhm.
and you gain a friendly connection.
Yeah.
So that's a very easy way to get into it, even if you're.
Like there's so many ways to like build rapport as like a human. Like I say it's really easy to be likable if you're like a decent human being, to be honest. And most of the time, as long as you be like you're just want the best for the other person, they can feel the energy.
Yeah, but being a support.
Yeah, like support, kind, care about them.
Yeah,
Like that's it. That's
that,
like generally that's how you make like a person like likes you. So there's like it will be their issue if you all you give to them is love and kindness, and they're just like a shit person to you.
yeah, definitely. So I would guess that most of your contacts come from you being supportive,
Yeah,
and
just being
uh,
myself.
yeah, yeah,
But it
yeah,
also like I also like to the point where it's it takes time, but where I have to build myself to be valuable enough for them. It's
hmm.
just how the game works.
So this point of yourself, I do find it very interesting because I think you can. So yourself can be very different. So the person you have in your head. So say like this. I've only known you 1 hour ish.
Ish, is it? Oh yeah.
Um, and my perception of you is 1 hour plus a little scroll. But you have known yourself quite a longer time, so you have a bit different perception of yourself. But who you are isn't really how you think. It's more how you act. So
Yeah.
if you're intro like you, I think you're a perfect example with the introverted part is you are shy, but you took steps not being shy. So suddenly you're not a shy person. But if you're truthful for yourself, then you're shy, you're scared. Like it feels scary to talk to them. But I've done this so much now. I'm confident.
I think like it's just like being introvert in the sense of I like to have my alone time. And it's like shy, it was just like a trait that I have. Like trait is very tangible and
Hmm.
like fixable.
Yeah.
Like it's like change. Like everything is like changing. Like you can be like a super hardworking person and one day you just decide you're gonna like stop doing and just rotting in bed. You could
Yeah.
become from hardworking to lazy person and vice versa. Like I used to be like such like lazy. I just stay at home like watch anime and just like reading fictions to a point. But now like I get myself out there. Like I work really hard and like it's like undeniable facts about me.
Yeah.
Traits are changeable,
Yes.
but it's just there's like a core values or core characteristic. I'm still an introvert in the sense of I prefer my alone time more than anything,
Hmm.
but it doesn't mean that I cannot talk to people. Being introvert and being like learning social skill is very two different because social like communication is a skill set.
Yeah. I love these explanations. But if I ask you, like when you meet someone, do you feel like you spend the energy, or do you feel like you get the energy?
If the person, if I feel like the conversation, um, I learned something like valuable to me, I would gain energy if I feel like that person is, I feel seen, understood, heard by that person. That would gain energy for me. But most of the time, I rarely gain energy from conversations.
Hmm. So like, why I ask you this? Like, in being introvert and shy is not the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm extroverted, and why I know I'm extroverted is like
I,
if you give the example of the introverted is you start your day with 10 coins. You have a little pouch with 10 coins, and every time you meet a person, you spend a coin, and then you meet this douchebag, and he cost 5 coins, and now you only have one coin left, and you meet a good friend. Well, that's only half a coin because you're very easygoing,
yeah.
but suddenly you're out of coins, and then your energy levels are out no matter what. Even if you meet your good friend, that you can't like. I don't have any need for you. Well, that's an introvert. Well, me, an extrovert, I start my day with 0 coins, maybe one, sometimes. And then I meet my first person. I take a coin,
Mhm.
and then I meet a good friend, and I take 2 coins. And I'm at the gym. I'm so tired. I don't want to do anything. And then I see my buddies be like, "Hey, yeah, nah, let's go. I got 10 coins. Perfect." So I always gain energy from meeting people in conversations. Um, and conversation I don't like, I don't gain as much coins. That's the only thing. So
Mhm.
do you feel like you spend more coins, or do you feel like you get more coins?
I definitely feel I spend more coins because I would get coins just be by myself and have time to reflect and think for myself.
Mm-hmm.
That where I feel like the most like me. It also really funny. It kind of come back to some like a concept of human design, but also like okay, backtrack a little bit. But I think being shy is kind of like a byproduct of being introvert because by being introvert, like you should stay home a lot of the day. It
Yeah.
just doesn't build you the skill set to be like like too social. So it's just
Yeah.
kind of like a byproduct thing. It's like very different. But going back to where was I talking? Coming back to where I was talking about where was I talking? What was I talking before that?
That shy is not the same as
Yeah,
introvert.
before that sentence.
Um,
Oh, human design. So it goes back to the concept of human design. That's something that I've been like really researched like a lot lately too because it just show you like a core traits of you as a human. A
mhm,
lot of like business like entrepreneurs been utilizing that too.
mhm,
It's just like kind of categorize you as a person to see what is your strength, what is your weakness.
mhm.
So let's say I am a reflector. So it's a 1% of like the whole popularity, but reflectors are the one that we have a sampling aura. So I am a byproduct of my environment.
Mhm.
Compared to there's like a thing called like projector, there's a manifester. Everyone has like a different like strength and weakness.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
would say for me it's like I know myself. I'm the best when I'm just by myself.
Okay. I like it. I really enjoyed this little the journey of you, and you're also very natural when you speak, which is kind of because when you reflect a lot, you usually can kind of put to words what you've been through, and also make it fast going. It's
For
kind of
sure.
easy.
So it's like articulation skill.
Yeah,
I'm still
definitely.
learning how to do that, but definitely it's been getting so much better. But I feel like I feel like I do be a good communicator when it comes to like this type of conversations.
Mm.
But definitely I'm still having trouble with expressing my emotions. That's definitely one of my biggest weakness.
Yeah, and I think that one also takes a lot of time because it's a very it's sensitive,
It's super
and you
yeah.
also don't want to be. I mean, coming as a man, like being sensitive is not a good thing. Like it's some ways a good thing, but it's viewed to be a good thing, but it's also looked down upon once you're sensitive.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like sometimes like it's just like honestly it just goes back to communications. Like it's like a really hard communication skill that I need to learn. I was like, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed by this. Like I need this.
yeah,
That's something is like I'm still learning how to do it.
yeah,
But it goes back to the way that like I was raised. So it's like there's like it has something to like kind of like rewire my brain. It's a
yeah,
skill set.
yeah. Vietnam, you have this little problem where you're not, you're not very emotional, and you show love in a very different way. Like you don't speak a lot about emotions here. I've
No,
noticed, and like
no.
a lot of friends I have that are Vietnamese and grew up in U.S., especially in the ages where you gone, but you still grew up in Vietnam, and then you come to some place new, and it's a little bit of it's a definite culture shock where say the physical touch is very different. Where hugging here is not really a thing.
I love hugging people. Honestly, it's funny enough when I came to Canada, I feel like myself more. I feel like home more than I'm in Vietnam.
Yeah, I feel awkward here because I same in Sweden. Like all my friends know me. Like if I come into a party or before I even start like
Traveling?
talking a lot with people, I'll hug everyone, and then we can start to eat.
No,
And like I
literally
go,
same.
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
like I'm such a hugger. Like I love giving hugs.
But here in Vietnam, it's a bit. It's been too many times where it's been like,
Awkward.
yeah, it's like awkward in a way. I don't mind awkwardness. I think I kind of enjoy it in a way, but it feels like I overstep sometimes.
Hmm.
More times than I don't. It's always received nicely, and but also there's a lot of big groups here. It's very rare that there's a small group. I feel like when it's a small group, then it's very easy to go around. But when it's a group of 20, and then I also like um, kind of visiting here. I've been here for a few months. I have good friends, but they're not as close friends as I would say as I have in Sweden, or like they've known me a lot longer.
Of course.
So it's very different, and I feel like sometimes I miss the opportunity, and I do miss the second one. do miss the opportunity for that. I'm also thinking about still thinking of the question of inspiration, and you mentioned anime, and I know a lot of people who watch anime. I watch very little. I think my favorite one is still One Punch.
I
Uh,
love One Punch.
do you have any like people that watch anime, like they tend to have a character that inspires them a lot, or a studio like Studio Ghibli inspires a lot of people in everything they do.
Like role model, but like in like a fiction wise,
Yeah.
right?
Do you have one?
I have like in okay, I have some that like favorite. For me, it's like in every single anime I watch, there's like a certain like it's like they're like kind of like a side, but they're super important like character
Hmm.
that I'm like very attached to.
Okay.
So usually like I'm really attached to those one who's like a little bit more quiet. Like it's kind of like an underdog where they're like super powerful.
Mm.
Um,
Like One Punch is the main character though, but he's quiet and
yeah,
nice,
but
and
like I would say
yeah,
One Punch, but like you see for One Punch is like it's really funny that he's the main character because you see for his type of
yeah.
characteristic, it's a side character.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like very attached to like those type of
Do you have a special one?
special ones.
Yeah, or a unique one like you're thinking of?
Ooh, definitely it's in an anime called Fairy Tale,
Fairy Tale.
and it's like one of like the main-ish character. Her name is like Ezra. She's like a red hair. She's like a crazy warrior,
Mm-hmm.
and like her, um, like she's just so like it's just like her willpower is insane. Like it's so admirable. Of like she just like she can fight like 1,000 person and keep fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
definitely like yeah like
so the strength of her is
or
the
actually
the
have you
willingness.
the will like the
Yeah,
willpower willingness resilience.
resilience. That's a better word for it.
Yeah. In terms of more like TV shows, have you watched How I Met Your Mother?
I've never watched it like put it on like say if you're Netflix and pressed How You Met Your Mother, never that. But I grew up around the TV, and then you have the TVs on, and it's almost always How I Met Your Mother, Simpsons, Family Guy, or something like that on.
Mhm.
So yeah, I've watched quite some. But is there a character that you're thinking of, like
Definitely there's like a character that I'm like a little bit like attached to.
Lily,
She's
Marshall, Barney, like you know,
Robin.
Robin? Yeah, okay.
I like like every character in How I Met Your Mother is kind of like you like it reflects like you in a sense. Like you would be in one of the 4 or 5 people in the friend group, either one. You could be
Hmm.
a Ted. Most people most likely gonna be a Ted. Um, some people see as Barney. I see a lot of people in their my life is like kind of like a my dad's a Marshall's. My
Yeah.
dad and mom is like a Marshall Lily's like
Hmm.
a relationship. So yeah, but I'm very attached to Robin.
I haven't watched it enough to feel like I'm attached to a
Do you
single
have
character.
any TV show or like character that you're like
No, I have one that I would explain how my mind works sometimes, because sometimes people catch me just laughing, like a psychopath, and it's because I have a I have a good imagination. So when something happens in front of me, I instead of just seeing what it actually is. I imagine a scene in my head and how it looks, and someone falls, and it's like my own little movie, like a little bit psychopathic, like not psychopathic, but like
You're just like very
crazy.
imaginative.
Yeah, a little bit crazy. And you've seen
It's just
Scrubs?
creative.
You've seen Scrubs?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Scrubs has two main characters, and I don't. Yeah, Turk and what the fuck is it? The main character is called? I don't know. Well, as a character, no, it's just a comedy. So like, no, I wouldn't directly relate to him maybe, but just he tends to stop in his tracks and have this movie in his head, and then this series actually makes it into an actual scene where he dreams of people top hats dancing around and like imagines a lot of things. And I just relate so much to that character, and that's like the only character I feel like in the way of like when I explain like no, I'm laughing because I saw this in my head. It was really funny, and I see it very vividly. No one really never understands it or never seen it before. And Scrubs is usually the thing I would say like it's kind of like that. Um, Otherwise, let's think. I don't know. I do like a few series, but I'm not sure if I relate to them. I wanna. I think, of course, I'm Swedish. I have a beard, long hair, so Vikings I like a lot.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, and their storylines is always nice. Like if you have Ragnar or Björn or any of them, like I do enjoy their storylines, and I think I know most men have this dream of a noble death.
Interesting.
Is like if I had the chance, like it's a positive dream of it's me against an army, and I know I will die, but I'll still do it. I'll still try to protect my family. That's a very noble death, and I think most men dream of that moment. Maybe more as a Swedish person, I don't know, but like it's like
Honestly, I
a
would see that too. I would like to do. Like, I would love to.
like
If
same
there's a
for you.
zombie apocalypse, I would do a novel death.
It's like you said, the character you looked up to, her resilience of being standing one to 1,000. It's the same thing, but with the knowledge of you're gonna lose. You would just try your best,
Mm.
um, and it's kind of what I mean. Björn's death was like that. Ragnar's death, kinda, but planned. He knew he was gonna die. It was his plan all along, but had a mindset of dying strong.
Dying in integrity, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, have
So
to wrap up soon because I have to go home. Do you have any
yeah,
one more question?
you're gonna run today?
No.
No, no running.
I have to go to my families. It's like 10. So we
Oh
have to
yeah.
like have a lot of like family visiting.
Yeah, that is. Are you staying here in Saigon for that?
Yeah.
Okay. But are your family Saigonese or is it?
We're from Futa, but it's like we're from the north, but my parents moved to the south back in like after they went back from Russia.
Hmm.
But they're both from the north, and then we just like my dad's side moved to the south, and my mom's side stayed in the north.
Okay. So do you miss the north like Hanoi or the north like
The
Ha-
Hanoi north.
Hanoi? So do you miss the Bunsha, the
I just tried buncha for the first time, like last month.
what? You from the north?
Like the buncha Hanoi, like
Yeah.
specifically that one. Like I have like grilled pork, like those type of, like the vermicelli. Like I've been having that my entire life, but specifically like the northern style, it was my first time.
But you tried it here?
No, in the north, in
No,
Hanoi.
good, because it's not the same thing.
But like I
Like
tried it here, like at Fosol and at Sala. It's pretty good.
it's good. Fosol is good, but now I compare. Have you been to There's two kind of like famous ones in Hanoi. One is 74 Bun Cha Lane, and the other one is on Adders 41 Kwadong. It doesn't really have a name, I think.
Somewhere around
Yeah.
there. Like the Michelin got one. I was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you there?
Yeah,
Are you
that,
shy?
yeah, that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I thought that one was not as good as the 74 on Bunchalet. It was still really good though, but Bunchalet was a little bit better. But yeah, awesome. I think we can call quits because I'll also have to head off to the run.
Yeah.
Got a lot of things to do. But small, yo,
Cheers.
thank you for joining. I appreciate
Of
it a
course.
lot.
Thank you for having me.